Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar and it's another market recap day. Now, let me begin by saying the stuff that's going on in the world right now isn't obviously the greatest. I'm sure none of us probably hoped or thought that some type of war was going to happen. Surely some people thought Putin was bluffing, but I didn't think he was bluffing to begin with. So it's interesting. Obviously, we had the Russian invasion on Ukraine last night. So it was pretty interesting to kind of be doing homework last night and see that Russia started the invasion late at night. And obviously, so far into today, it's just continued going on. So, interesting thing with SPY. Yesterday, I did end up trading SPY. I don't think it's going to show here on my orders. But I did trade SPY yesterday, SPY puts. I was able to make $100 yesterday. It was a little bit, I think it was like $103 or so yesterday on SPY puts, which was great. Obviously, today I thought the same thing was going to happen, but unfortunately, that did not happen. So, interesting thing, we had a massive gap down overnight from basically like 421-ish area, 421, all the way down to low 410s, basically. And obviously, that's a massive gap down. I think it was like -9, -10 dollars down in after hours and pre-market this morning. And obviously I thought the red was going to continue. So I did hop in puts today, thinking the market was going to continue going down, which obviously by the looks of it, you guys can tell it didn't. It just kept rising and rising, which wasn't the greatest. So as we see here, let me see here. So the first limit or order I did was 4 contracts for SPY 400 puts at $1.15 a piece. So $115 a piece for 4 contracts was $460. And then I ended up buying some 390 puts. What is that? A minute later for 90 puts or $90. These two, let me see here. So that was at 9:37. So let's zoom in here. Obviously, it's going to be at the beginning of the day. 9:37 was at this candle right here. I watched it kind of go up. Obviously, these two candles here. Surely I could have probably realized that this candle meant that we were going to keep going up. But it was interesting. There was, or at least in my head, even this little rise right here wouldn't have been such a big problem coming down. But like I said, it was interesting. You'd expect when another country invades another country, there's something like a war or the start of a war going on in the world that the market wouldn't keep rallying up, but it did. So I got burned pretty badly on those puts. The 4 puts that I bought at the beginning of the day for $460 ended up turning into $76. So there's a $400 loss there. And then the 390 puts that I bought for $90, I ended up selling for $80. So there's a $72 loss there. Obviously, not the greatest of trades. The $100 that I made yesterday went completely in the trash. But let's look at this here. So if we look here, so Biden's speech was here at 1:45. He started his speech at 1:45. First 2 red candles. Obviously, that's to come with a speech, but then it just started going up and up. So in basically 3 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, we went from 418 all the way up to 419, 420, which is not really what I was expecting. But then as he started speaking about Putin and sanctions and stuff and markets, there was a small drop down to basically the first level that we kind of had some selling pressure here. But then it just kept going up and up and up all the way up to 428, almost 429, which is interesting stuff. So it's really weird. Obviously, the last was it the last 10 minutes of the market, the volume just picks up again. 1.4, 1.2, last minute 2 million shares traded. With the rest of the day, there's about, let's say, 300 to 100,000 shares traded in every minute. So really interesting day. Obviously, it's a red day. It's a tough day to take a loss. But like I said at the beginning of the video, nobody wishes a war on anyone. Nobody probably should think about a war being a good thing. Stuff that's going on in the world right now isn't the greatest. And seeing the markets going up like this isn't the greatest either. So maybe tomorrow, Friday being the 25th, maybe we'll see some more selling pressure. I did mention this one thing to a friend. How we closed at 421 yesterday, I dropped all the way down here. There's a massive gap to fill. I didn't think about this in the morning, but we ended up filling this gap here at Biden's speech. Basically right here, we filled up that gap. So maybe it should have been an indicator to buy calls for myself, but in all honesty, with an invasion of another country, I was expecting the markets to continue going down. So yeah, massive L today, but hey, you live and you learn. Tomorrow's always a new day to make some more trades, and yeah, it'll be an interesting one. So hopefully you guys didn't get burned on puts like I did. I know quite a few people that did. I know quite a few people that made some money on calls today. So interesting stuff. But thanks again for watching the video. If you guys made it this far, please drop a like. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Comment down below what you thought, or if you have any thoughts about the market right now. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. All right, peace.